Oh, why, hello there. Beautiful Monday morning. Do those words go together? It's possible. For those of you who ever listened to anything I ever said about companies that I always say to invest in, I'm always like Tesla and Moderna. I've been a lot about Moderna lately, especially. Well, I ran into just someone I know at beach volleyball, in city beach volleyball, inner city beach volleyball in Wilmington, North Carolina, an awesome place at Captain Bill's, and she was like, "I've got this $200 sitting in TD Ameritrade that we talked about, and then we forgot to buy something. What do you buy?" And I go, "Buy Moderna." It's like 3 weeks ago or something. I'm like, you got to buy Moderna. I was like, they've been down for no reason on ridiculous news. Like, there's going to be variants of the virus. They're going to have to tailor vaccines and boosters to the variants that are out there. Well, bam! Talk about what the news has been, not only just recently, but it's just flipped around. So she bought the option for $200, the stock option, a long call option, a $310 strike price option on Moderna that expires December 24th or something. So it's like the last week of December it expires. And what's funny is they had an amazing run over the last week. And so the option went from $200, excuse me. The option went from $200 purchased like 3 weeks ago to now it was worth $4,000 almost, $3,900 or something at the close of Friday. Well, this morning in pre-market, Moderna is up to like 360 something right now. 364, 365. It's out of control. It's already up 10% pre-market because they're going to have to do a tailored vaccine to what's being labeled potentially a new variant because of the way it works. Now, I've worked on analyzing genomic sequences, and I haven't run the Omnicrest or whatever the hell they're calling this thing, Omniscient. I don't even know what it's called. Whatever the variant is, I haven't looked and seen what actually the differences in the genetics in the sequence of the mRNA, the RNA sequence is in there to see what it actually looks like. I will do that because apparently it's big news because it's attacking different parts of the way that the antibodies work against the current virus or something like that. There's a lot of things that make a lot of sense about why it could be more transmissible. I don't know. I'm just going to look at it. Point is the solution to this problem, rather than just getting scared and getting living in fear every time we hear, oh my God, there's a new variant that's going to come and kill us all or something. It's, well, when there's a new variant that doesn't automatically kill everybody right away. You'll find out right away if it's killing everybody right away because everyone starts dying right away. When everyone doesn't start dying right away, then you can be like, all right, maybe it's not killing everybody right away. But the solution to the issue and dealing with it is understanding on the molecular level how it's working, and then to combat it. And companies like Moderna have the technology to do this on the molecular level and roll out an adjusted vaccine in relatively quick amount of time, because we've shown that the proof of concept of mRNA vaccine technology absolutely works and is efficacious, right? Or whatever. It is very efficient. And so their stock just goes berserk is the point. And so at the open, if what continue, oh God, 365, yeah, out of control. Like everyone's just trying to jump on the roller coaster right now as it leaves the gate because it's going to be mayhem, right? Because why would they go down when the world wants to live? That's the most obvious sell line for this company is, does the world want to live? Do you guys want to live? You want to live? Are we down with living? Like, do we want to fight viruses at their level and beat them at their game? To fight that miniature war that we're fighting down there at a level that we can't see with our naked eye? Yeah, we can do it. We're going to do it with companies like this. BioNTech, mirroring them. BioNTech's also up almost 5%, right? This morning, 4.6. to 364. They're chasing each other. They're going to see who's going to end up higher per share at the end of the day. Nobody knows how much to value them at, so they're just racing them like horses. So the point of all this. So $200 invested 3 weeks ago at the open here on Monday morning is going to be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of, at a very fluctuating rate, somewhere in the neighborhood of $7,000 to $8,000 when it opens in the morning, and it was $200 3 weeks ago. So what do you do with that kind of weird number, right? So you had originally $200. Now you wake up with, let's call it 7,500 3 weeks later. So how many multiples of what you just made is your thing worth right now? 37.5. That's craziness, right? So a lot of times you're like, oh, I just should just sell that. Like that's an insane amount of money. I can then reinvest and not have all this at risk. That's just too much. I started with 200. And you're right about that. But we have an option that expires on December, I can't remember what it is, 24th. I can look it up. Let's call it that. So it's not even December yet. So if you're going to sell this thing, which has accreted so fast, because what happens is it's going to go up the more Moderna's share price goes up. And Moderna's share price got a little too much energy behind it to go down in the near term, clearly with what's going on, especially with money wanting to be pulled out of other parts of the economy as everyone gets nervous and scared about stuff closing down. If everyone goes into, are we going into pandemic shutdown mode again? Oh, crap, I got to adjust my portfolio. And that results in them buying more Moderna stock as well. So there's just a million reasons why Moderna's going berserk. So they're already at 10.4% pre-market here at 7 in the morning. You're about 2 hours till the open. Yeah, and they're at 364 from a 3. I mean, it's just that. So they'll probably cross 400 today at some rate like this. Honestly, it's just going to be out of control. Yeah, why wouldn't they have an $80 day? Yep. Yeah. So look for them to get to 400 today. Bold calls coming out of my mouth, but it's just very predictable because where's the money going to go? As soon as everyone pulls out of that, people are going to like, wait a minute, what's the longer term trend with Moderna? Oh yeah, saving humanity, and also they're a profitable company. Yeah, I think I'll invest in them. It's probably they got added to the S&P 500 just this year. Okay, all right, yeah, it's probably a good idea. All right, I think I'll buy some. So they're going to go over 400 today. That's what's going to happen. That's a 25% day? Yeah, they're going to have a 25% day. You heard it here first before the open. So what do you do? What do you do, Heather? Heather knows what I'm talking about. Heather, what do you do this today? Like you're rolling with radioactive dice in your $200, right? So you open at 7. Like you could put in a sale price at $8,000. That thing will go by 9:35 a.m. and not even before then, and you'd be like, all right, now I got $8,000. Oh my god, what do I do? Like, let's go buy the kids Christmas gifts. I understand. Like that's probably what you should do. However, what's the worst thing that happens? All right, let's give you a couple different alternate scenarios because I don't want to talk about sports. Anybody who's interested in sports, okay, here's what's going on real quick. I'm just going to blurt out and then we're going back to stock because it's more important. I imported schools and I got standard ratings, and now I'm importing standard ratings and strength of schedule because we're missing that. And there are errors with team names, and this is work, and I consider this work, and I don't even want to bet today, so you got to send me money to make me do this today, honestly. I will get it done eventually because I'm an honorable individual and I want to deliver everyone a product every day, but I don't want to do this. And nobody's paid me today. But it'll be awesome and it'll work and it'll make everybody money. So just pony up if you want it. Like that's just obviously, right? So back to stocks for a second. So because here's why I talk about betting $100 in sports every day and having a potential of getting paid like $1,200 or something on a bet. Like that's a good payout, or maybe $2,500, maybe a 25 to 1. Well, look what Heather's already done. Heather's done 37-1, and she's got how many days left? 20 days left or something? Like 18 trading days probably left in the month. About like 3.5 weeks or something like that, and it's already worth seven. I call it 7,500. It was really 4,000. It's really all it was on Friday, but it's gonna be 7,500 at least this morning. So that's already 20-1, right? Well, see, you can see how this money has parlayed itself into something really, really amazing and valuable now. So if they go to $400 a share today, like I said, Moderna does. Moderna goes from, they're at 330, you're at 329 to close on Friday. If they go to 400 today, her option will have $9,000 of intrinsic option value, and still a month left. So let's call that thing, I'm going to be really, really lowball generous and say it's only worth 10 grand at the end of the day. Okay? That's 50-1. That's less than a month to turn something into 50-1. At that point, I'd say you'd sell the thing at $10,000 today, and then take the $10,000 and reinvest in different options on Moderna that are a higher strike price and even further out if you want. But just reinvest in different options with this $10,000 and take $5,000 to go buy the kids Christmas gifts. That's the way I would do that. And I didn't even mention that Heather made she made an additional like $2,800 on a different option on Moderna just last week, which was 14-1. So anyway, on a roll. But it's like, well, what do you do? What do you do with this? I think this is what you do. I think you try to sell it. Okay, you could get more than 10 grand for it today, though. You could probably get 12 grand. Honestly, I'd put in a sell price for 12 grand today. It might go. And that's 60-1. So that's my advice. Fascinating. You catch a fascinating run. Any option you buy, any long call option you buy in Moderna today, at all, is going to be up money. If you buy any option before noon today, almost any option I believe before noon, a long call, I think you're going to be up money because it's going to go up, it's going to go down, but it's going to keep going up. And I do think that if you buy any long call option before they're at 400 a share, you're going to make money. That's my call. What a bold prediction. But I think that's the way it's going. And Tesla's also up today for whatever reason, because news is always good, right? They're at 1,095. They keep wanting to go between 1,000 and 1,200. It looked like the 1,000 was a hard stop. So if you ever see them like below 1,000, you want to grab them. Like I haven't reviewed my list in weeks because I've been doing freaking sports every day and payroll. So I haven't reviewed this at all. But keep in mind, I said that Moderna would hit 700 originally was my target for end of December. But then I revisited it when they had that amazing, ridiculous, I should say, drop. And now I said 500. Yeah, they'll get to 500 by the end of the year. Look at the 400 by today. Really, it should be 400. If we're talking about what this list should actually be, it's like on the day you're looking at this, what number should this be, and should you consider buying the stock below this number? That's actually what I should be putting here. Not the quarterly, but I want to use the quarterly because I don't revisit this thing every day. SunOpta should not be on there. Get that off. Boy, so there's been some movement since I haven't looked at Illumina. I don't know what's going on with Illumina either. I almost want to take them off the list. I haven't reviewed them in forever. Chipotle, I haven't reviewed. Intuitive Surgical makes sense with more COVID that they would go down. I do want to do that. That's fine. Sorry, guys. I haven't worked on this forever. Yeah, I have Tesla pegged at whatever it is, right? Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I got a lot going on today, and just those that followed the stock. I mean, you just don't see. I mean, it happens a couple times a year now. But what's happening with them is just printing money, and the reason why it's printing money is there's money out there to be circulated to do this, and it all makes so much sense that that I can't worry about college. I will worry about college. I can do two things at one time, but it's just fascinating from the money standpoint. It's a waste of time for me to spend any time on sports betting when all I know I should be watching Moderna all day and just making tens of thousands of dollars on Moderna with almost nothing, right? You get it? That's why I did the video. Just want to let you know there's multiple things going on at the same time. So it's not that I don't care about you guys that want all the sports stuff. It's that I'm just doing and I'm not even driving around across the country today. Like I'm actually stationary, so it's fine. All right, good luck everybody. I will just watch stock. If you want free money today, buy long call options in Moderna. That's my advice for you.